Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to a live stream on a Thursday. What is going on? I am here for a little bit of fun. So yes, we've launched something quite big, which I want to talk about, but I don't want the whole stream to be about it. But yes, hello, I see Brandon G's in here. Sassy Gran, what a great name. Sassy Gran is in. We've got Blue Boy Mark J. Shout out little Christian Mendoza Manuel. Shout out to, is that Jahara? Sorry. Shout out to your boy. I'm feeling like the light isn't quite right in here at the moment. Oh, hello. Did you see that then? Like I literally just spoke about the light and then it fixed itself. It must be like the figure gods. The figure gods are helping us out at the moment. Hello to all of you. So what we're going to do, what we normally do first of all, and that is tell the world that we are here. So I am going to go over onto YouTube and just let people know, because obviously we don't normally live stream on a Thursday. Is it even a Thursday? I don't even know what day of the week it is. Do you know, the only way I can tell what day of the week it is by trying to figure out what shows I've already watched. So I know I watched NXT last night, so it must be a Thursday. That is literally how I know what day of the week it is these days. So, right, we're going to tell the world that we are here, and we're going to have some fun. I'm really not really got much planned. Obviously, we've got the figures around, so we can have a look at some figures. We might be able to get some Wheel of Funds through as well. Obviously, I'm here to answer any questions you guys have got. I really want to talk about the new wrestling league that I'm very, very excited about. So, yes, there's a lot going on. But let me tell the world we are live. Brackets, I know it's Thursday. I know it's Thursday. Join us for fun, hijinks, and more fun. There we go. Bang. So the people of YouTube now know that we are here. Let me jump back over. Shout out to Ethan Kinge TV. What is Daze cooking? I'm your biggest fan. Charlie Binks. I tell you what is really cool. I am seeing some names. I'm seeing a Slam Master J. That's a name that I recognise. I'm seeing some names that we don't normally see on the other live streams, which is really cool. It is really cool. Like, hello to all of you. Hello, shout out. How many John Cena's do you have? That is a very good question. I honestly have no idea. The one that just came to mind, first of all, is this. And this is what's so great about live streaming down here, is I can literally now just grab figures as we talk about them. That is, I'm not sure if you've seen this one before. This is the prototype John Cena. Look at that. Very, very cool. Came with the spinner title. Who has that? Right, come on. Who's got that belt? Who's got that belt? One of you has. Someone stole that belt, but it came, look at that, with the spinner United States title, which is really cool. And it spins as well. Look at that. Actually goes round. And I think I'm right in saying that this is the only figure that came with this title. It's quite apt as well, isn't it, that we're looking at this the day after the 4th of July. We probably should have looked at it yesterday, but still, you get the point. There it is. Will it focus? Maybe one day we can all pray. God, the light's going wrong again. What is going on? It's kicking up. It's all kicking off on the light. I feel like Jesus. And it's fixed it again. What? Moody. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm on full screen. Why have I gone to full screen? What's going on? Daniel Ultimate Jones is here. Do you have the new 4th of July figure? No. What's that? What's the new 4th of July figure? Do you have a Tyson Kidd? I do have a Tyson Kidd. Where's Tyson Kidd? Right, I tell you what, this is not what I thought we'd be doing on the live stream, but I'm happy to do it. There's one here, look. This Tyson Kidd, this is Tyson Kidd in his NXT attire. So he went down to NXT, spent a little bit of time down there, and this is what he was wearing when he was down in NXT. I like this figure. Really different, quite striking. Look at that yellow attire. He looks like a bumblebee. It looks like a wasp. I wonder if that was on purpose. Do you think they said, right, we're going to make you look like a wasp? And he was like, cool. There he is, look. I think it says fact. I mean, that's what I've just told you. I've just told you a kind of fact. There we go, look. It says fact on the front. Bumblebee attire for Tyson Kidd. Really smart kick pads. Look at the kick pad detail there. Really, really smart kick pads. And face scan, I think, looks pretty good. Like, you can really tell that's him. It's even got the little quiff at the front of the hair, which is quite smart. I love that kind of detail on the figures. Body type looks all right. I think that's a pretty decent figure, to tell the truth. Really quite striking ring attire, what with it being yellow. So, yeah, I'm into that. I already know what's going to happen. You're going to keep asking, have you got this? Have you got that? I'm going to grab them, show you, and by the end of this live stream, there'll be nothing on the shelves. Just be a big pile of figures down there. How long will the stream be? Well, dude, how long is a piece of string? Well, I mean, I've got a piece of string about that long, but that's irrelevant. I think the stream is going to go maybe a couple of hours. We'll see. You know, just gonna. I wasn't doing anything. Just thought, it's live stream. Let's see what the cringe crew are doing. Let's reach out to my friends and see what is going down. So, hello. Hey, Daze, do you play Fortnite? I do not. I feel like I should, but I don't. So that's that. Your toy hunts are so funny. And those edits you put in. Ah, Timothy, thank you very much, dude. SmackDean Live. Anyone catch Paige saying that on SmackDown this week? Came out and like at the start of the show, she was like, "You're gonna have a match for the SmackDean SmackDown." Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Shout out to Charlie Binks. Yes, Daniel Kremin is right there on the board. That's actually a nice little segue. Let me talk about what we are working on at the moment, because I am very, very excited about this. You might have noticed when you watch wrestling, there's a lot of matches that just happen, like they just get thrown together on the actual show. I'm thinking, you know, I mean, like we've had Mojo and No Way Jose. I know it's a little bit of a feud, but it's kind of come out of nowhere. You know, like Becky Lynch, Peyton Royce. Yeah, it might be a little feud, but and those matches, I just don't care who wins. To tell the truth, I don't care if it's Peyton Royce. I don't care if it's Becky Lynch. I don't care if it's No Way Jose. I would care if it was Todd. I'm a big fan of Todd, who used to be the cheeseburger in the conga line, but got replaced. But anyway, all of that to one side. That's why we've come up with this brand new wrestling game. So this is how it works. You've got $50 million. Many congratulations. And you need to create a stable of wrestlers. All the names are down here. And you can see all the valuations as well. So you can see we've got like the 20 million column. It's got people like Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, people like that. We've got the 15 million column. People like Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode. 10 million is Mojo Rawley, Mickey James, No Way Jose. And then 5 million, Brock Lesnar, because he never turns up, right? And so you need to create a stable. You've got 50 million. You can't spend more than that, and you can't have any more than 5 wrestlers. Those are the only rules. That's it. You can have less wrestlers, and you can spend less money, but you can't spend any more than 50 million, and you can't have any more than 5 wrestlers. And then what happens is every time they have a match on either Raw or SmackDown Live, you get 3 points. If they then win that match, then you gain another 2 points, but if they lose, you lose 2 points. That's the game. That is the game. Who can create the best wrestling stable? You've only got 50 million and it's all down there. Everything you need is below. So if you want to enter, I mean, by all means, play along for free. You can create your stables. Tell me your stable names. I really want to know who you're picking, what you're calling them. I'm really into it. I really do want to know. But if you want to donate to the channel, then it is $10 or £7 and that will get you entry into the actual fantasy wrestling league. And I can tell you, these great people behind me have got their name on the board. Hulk Hogan himself is holding up their names to show the world. And up there we've got Anadors, Daniel Kremen, Jimmy the Legend, and Tom. Tom with like loads of numbers after his name, which I'll need to go back and find out what those numbers are. But Tom's okay for now. But I will go back and find out all those numbers. So yeah, all of that on there. If you want to join, then it is $10 to join or £7. Tell me the wrestlers that you've picked and tell me your stable name. You will then get entry into the official league and you will get your name being held up by the Hulkster with the I don't know how big his biceps are there. They might be the pythons at that point. I don't think they're quite as big these days. But still, I see Bilal saying we need Daddy Long Legs merch. We need Cringe Crew merch. I want to get Wrestling Fantasy League merch. We need to get some Slam Master J merch. I mean, I'm not sure I can make that, but still, hey ho. Look at this. Daniel Ultimate Jones is in with his stable. I saw some big names then, my friend. Do you have a Mark Henry figure with hair? Do you know what? I have no idea. I feel like I do have a Mark Henry figure, but I don't know if it's got hair. Here we go, look. Boom. Mark Henry. Let's go full screen. I can see Bose Gaming saying, do we need an email? An email would be helpful so that if you come first, second, or third in the league, then you'll win a prize, and then I can just get hold of you. So an email would be helpful. But as long as you've got some way that I can contact you, then that's fine. But yes, people are really excited about this. I've had people getting in touch with me on Twitter all day saying that they're getting their teams together. I'm not sure how many people are gonna jump onto this live stream because like I didn't really announce that we were doing this live stream. This is like our secret, but but still, it's here. It's an option. If you're watching and you want to join, just know that that option is there for you to join. You just donate with a super chat, as always, and as I said, it's $10 or £7. You just need to provide your stable name. I want to know what you're calling them. We've had some awesome ones so far. I want to know the wrestlers that you've chosen. And then, yes, just some way of contacting you, be that via Twitter, via an email, something along those lines. And then, yeah, you are in the league. Hulk Hogan will hold up your name. Very, very cool. So I do have a Mark Henry figure here, but he does not have hair. Look at that. That he is officially bald. That he is definitely bald Henry. But he's a bit. Look at it. It's a big figure. I mean, I can't believe I've still not opened it. But it is. Oh, look who's on the back. Look who's on the back down there. There she is. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? You wanted to ruin this live stream. Yeah, we're here talking, having a lovely time, and there she is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Boom. Big Daddy Daze. What if you're skint but got pinned in the last video because you liked my stable? I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Open it! Open it! Open it! I can see people saying, what is the favourite figure that you own? Really good question. The one that comes to mind is the Finn Balor. Where is it? Man, I don't even know where it is right now. That one. Okay, Razor Ramon just fell on the floor. He'll be fine. Yeah, this Finn Balor. Look at this figure. It came with, I think I'm right in saying it came with the Universal Championship. I seem to recall it came with the title. Look at that. Yeah, should we go full screen again? Here we go. There he is. Look at the detail on that figure. Absolutely crazy detail. I honestly think this didn't come with the headband and the usual stuff because of the fact that it is so detailed that I think they spent the money on the figure. And it came with a belt. I mean, if you're going to ask for an accessory, a belt is always the best accessory to get. So you've got Finn Balor here and green tongue and everything. Looks very, very cool. Got the writing look all over the legs. Just an awesome looking figure. And so you look at it and you go, yeah, that is so cool. But that's not even the best part, because you turn it round. Look at that back piece. Look at that. Look at that. That is crazy. Can you see it all on the back of his legs? It's got like King written on there, and obviously got the massive eye. I mean, I believe this was from, I want to say, SummerSlam, which was at the Barclays Center in New York. So cool. Such a great figure. That back piece is so striking. It really reminds me of Batista, because the Batista back piece is amazing. Look, if we go, here we go. Bang. Look at that. Look at that for tattoo detail on the back of that Batista. Very, very cool, man. Very cool. I'm not sure if the light's being a bit heel again. I mean, like, the front is pretty standard, but you've got great tattoo work on the arms. I think it's a decent likeness as well. All about that back piece. They actually, when they shipped this figure, they actually put him in the box that way round. They put him in backwards because they knew that the main appeal was not seeing his face. Which is a little bit offensive if you're Batista. Do you know what I mean? If I was that, I'd be like, like, people want to see my face? I'm sure people want to see my face. No, they definitely don't want to see your face. So, there we go. So, yeah, you know, we've got awesome looking Batista figure. I wouldn't say that was my favourite. I mean, honestly, I just think that's... And again, more figures that are just now going on the floor. God damn. Little slammies as well. I don't know how many of you have got some slammies, but really great little giveaway. Really great little freebie that was in with basic figures the other year. I tried to get a few of those because it felt like they would break very easily. You can see, like, at the top with his arms, like, it's quite thin. So I was a little worried, but to be honest, they haven't. I've not had any break yet, and I've got a couple of them, so that one is a little bit on the wobble. It looks like it's like, whoa! It's about to fall over backwards. He's like, ah! So yeah, very cool. You can still find them in like cheap shops, like B&M over here, or Home Bargains, maybe Five Below in America, or Dollar Tree. I don't know. I don't know if they have figures in Dollar Tree. I'm just saying words. Daze, do you have a Tyson Kidd figure? Am I living in some kind of Groundhog Day? We've definitely covered this. It's down here. I mean, thankfully, it means I don't need to get another one off the shelf. But there you go, Karen. There is Tyson Kidd. Very, very cool. I can see Jonathan. Is it Jonathan? That is a very cool name. Jonathan is coming to London soon from Israel. Very nice, my friend. You'll have a great time. London is a great, great place to visit. In fairness, it's a great place to... It's not a great place to live. It's very busy. It's expensive to live. in London. But then I think all major cities are quite expensive. So, but yeah, you'll have a great time. Do you think Jeff Hardy will become Woken now that he's doing Delete Chants? Not sure. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really like the face paint for Jeff Hardy, but I think what disappoints me is the fact that they haven't really changed anything else. When he was Willow, he had like completely different attire. He had like a headpiece and like the long black. Was it like a? I don't know what it was. It wasn't really a robe, was it? I don't know what it was, but basically now he still looks exactly the same, just with face paint. Like I want him to change his attire. If he's changing, then let's change. Let's not just put some face paint on him. Although the face paint is awesome and it freaks me out because he paints eyes here, doesn't he? He's got eyes there, and then he'll be talking. The darkness is dark, and then he'll open his eyes, and you're like, whoa. It's been a couple of times where it's like proper caught me out because it's been that impressive. The face paint job that they've done. So yeah, I want to see him go a little bit further than he has with changing his character, but it's always good to see them mixing it up. Can we see the Daze figure? Yeah, absolutely. Here. This was brought to Wrestling Shop when we did Wrestling Shop Live. Someone actually made that. Look at this. Wrestling Daze. I think it's a Sandow figure. But there is a likeness, which, I feel sorry for Sandow more than I do myself. But there's definitely a likeness there. It's got the beanie hat on as well, a black tie. In fact, it looks very much like me right now. This looks exactly like me right now. So, yeah, we've got, like, the beard going on. Although I think I normally look happier than that. But you can see, like, they've even gone to the detail of putting Wrestling Days on the top. And then they very kindly decorated the packaging. So there's a picture of me on there. And then, again, it's got, like, YouTube. These are the other ones in the series. They didn't sell as well as that one. Okay, here we go. Future Marine is in. Days I'm making an entry. I'm picking AJ, Brock, Jason Jordan, Baron, and Mickey James. My team name is Marine. Dude, that is awesome. Marine. Future Marine. Right, You're going on the board. You're going on... Hogan! We've got another entry! Right, here we go. Look at this. I'm going to write it live. Live. Welcome to the Wrestling Days channel where I write things live. So, Future Marine, very, very cool, dude. All the best. As you said, you will go into the official league. That will be on the Wrestling Days Twitter. It will be on the Wrestling Days Facebook. I'm sure I'll send it out onto the YouTube community tab. So, yeah. Dude, you'll have to tell me. I will put you on as Future Marine now, but just tell me if you want that changed to anything else. As long as it's like, PG. We try to keep it PG around here. Do you know what I'm saying? Future Marine. Are you a better Marine than The Miz was? Because I thought he was pretty awful. Although, do you know what? The film was alright, actually. Credit where it's due. It was a better film than I was expecting. There we go. Aaron Walker merch. So, there we can see Anna Dawes, Daniel Kremin, Jimmy the Legend, Tom, who still needs the number. We spoke about it. And Future Marine has joined the official Wrestling Fantasy League. Hogan, have this, Hogan. There we go. Very, very cool. I'll tell you now, that is going to stay there all month. I ain't moving that. I ain't moving it. So that'll be in the background of any videos that we do down here in the month of June. So very, very cool. Hey, Daze, what's your favourite Undertaker figure? What is your favourite Undertaker figure? It's got to be this one. This is. Let me go full screen. This is going to end up on the floor, first of all. But this is Undertaker Series 1. This is Elite Series 1. The very first Elite Series. I know. You can see I'm trying to emphasize this, yeah? So, in my head then, even though I said Elite Series 1, it didn't feel enough. That's why I went, this is the very first Elite Series. So, are you aware now this is Elite Series 1? So, this is The Undertaker. Look at that. I just love how he, like, looks down. You got the hat just, like, over his eyes. I mean, it is dark. I can confirm that. So, there we go. Look at that. Very, very cool. Great jacket. Great attire. Once you take this off, there's some nice tattoo detail under there as well. Obviously, the hat is removable. That's what the face looks like. I think the face is pretty good. I mean, you got to remember, this is 8 years ago now. So, you know, he looked a little different. Obviously, the figures were a little different, but it shows. I mean, this is one of the earliest Mattel figures, and they really got it right from the start, in my opinion. I personally prefer it with the hat on, like that. I just think that is, look at that. That is like the dead man cometh, isn't it? That is so cool. Hello, Tommy. Is that Tommy? I'm actually going to put that back on the shelf because I literally only need to pop it there. So yeah, that is Elite Series 1. I do also have the WrestleMania Heritage Undertaker, which has got the grey gloves. And again, you know, very similar with like the hat, looks really smart. This is when he was going through his ginger phase, though. So you can see, like, when he made his debut. Do you remember at, like, the Survivor Series? And he was the mystery person. And the $1 Million Man was like, that my mystery partner is the Undertaker. I can't do the $1 Million laugh. And he came walking down the aisle with Brother Love. And he was like, just like that. Just like that. Yeah, very, very cool. There we go. Honestly, I always think they look better when you just have the hat just covering the face a little. Look at that. But I do think Elite Series 1 is better. So, yeah, bang, let's pop him back. What theme was better, Booker T's TNA or WWE? Dude, I can't even remember I haven't watched TNA that often. So I really couldn't say. Slam Master J versus Daze. No way, man. No way, man. Slam Master J every day of the week. Daze, please stream the England-Sweden match on Saturday. Well, I can't do it because I don't own the rights to do that. But I was thinking about streaming my reactions to it, kind of watching it with you guys in a way. It's a big game. It's a huge game. I don't remember England getting through to a semi-final of a World Cup. They have done it. They have won the World Cup in 1966. But obviously I wasn't born. And yeah, I don't remember them getting to a semi-final. They did it in 1990, and I was born, but I don't remember it. I honestly don't remember it. So this is a big deal. If we win on Saturday, it's I'll explode. That's the short of it. I will explode. What's your favourite figure? I think I showed it just through the. Oh, it's down. Of course, it's down here. That one there. That's the first one that always comes to mind. It's the recent Finn Balor SummerSlam figure. I just think it's so detailed. Very, very cool. I mean, it's hard to say, isn't it? It's hard to say, but that's always the one that comes to mind first of all. Do you have Jeff Hardy? I do have a Jeff Hardy. I know they've made a few recently. I'm trying to see where he is. It's over here. It's the entrance crate. So, which I've still not opened actually. But it is this one. And what is really great about this figure is this is, you know, Elite Series 1, right? Elite Series 1 with the Undertaker that we just looked at. That is Elite Series 1. They made this figure for the first Elite Series, and then they couldn't release it because he left. He went off to TNA, I think it was, and so this figure never got released. The prototypes and there might have been some that were manufactured, have made their way out to the wider world. So you can sometimes find one on eBay, but they are super expensive, super hard to find. And this is basically Elite Series 1. I spoke to Bill about it because when I was at Wrestling Shop Live, Bill McKenna was there, and he is like the head designer for the Mattel wrestling figures. And he was saying that there are actually some differences between that one and Elite Series 1. To be honest, I can't see those differences. I can't find them. But he was implying that there are a few differences. So if you do manage to get that Elite Series 1 Jeff Hardy, then it should be ever so slightly, I mean, not even really recognizable, but should have some differences to this one. But it's very cool that you can now at least get this one, which is why I was so desperate to get that entrance great figure. Because it's a good figure, it's an important figure, and I think it looks very, very cool. Daze, if we go down to AE5 125 subs, will we do? No, we won't, dude. We've already done those. The next one, as you can see, is 150. With the Naito statue going on sale at ringside, do you think this is the start of them putting out New Japan? I think it depends how it sells. I think that there is a market, definitely, but I think there's a market for figures. I have seen some New Japan figures, but I've never been like really impressed with them. I've never seen anything on the level that Ringside could create. If you think Ringside are working with Storm to create those Hulk Hogan figures, you might... we're going down roads I wasn't really prepared for, but you might have seen that Storm have made NWO Hollywood Hogan figures. Now, Mattel never have. They made one, but it never got released because Hogan fell out of favour with the WWE, and now he works for me, holding up the sign, right? So Hogan's here, is safe, but yeah, he is out of favour with WWE at the moment. Storm made the NWO figure, and it sold really well for them. They sold it in conjunction with Ringside, and now we've got other versions on the way. I think there is a big market there for them to do New Japan Pro Wrestling figures, Storm and Ringside. And if that Naito statue does really well, then I can see it being something that they do explore, which would be awesome. And I don't think it would be a knock on Mattel, because obviously Mattel can't make them, because Mattel have got that deal with WWE that they will only make figures for WWE. So yeah, I would like to see them go down those roads. And actually, it'd probably be better for Mattel, because I think Mattel are probably a bit annoyed that there's a company out there making, you know, Hulk Hogan figures. Mattel really should be the ones that are doing that. Tell Peter Aaron said hi. I will do that once I find him. Daisy, you going to NXT UK on the 25th of August? Not at the moment, but I really do want to go. I'm not just saying that, I really do want to go, but I've been concentrating on some other things first, most notably the game that we keep talking about, and I will mention again. Daze, can you put Eva Marie in the microwave? Dude, I got rid of my Eva Marie. She legitimately went into the road and I didn't retrieve it, so you might have seen that. The end of Eva Marie video. If you haven't, check it out. It was a lot of fun. But yes, I threw her away. So I can't put her in the microwave. Plus, also, I can't say this and emphasize it enough. It's one of the worst experiences of my life. Like, I should have known, because technically I'm classed as an adult, right? So as an adult, I should have known that it wouldn't have gone well. But man, I was like choking. It was like toxic smoke. It's poisonous. It's like had I have known all of those things, I probably wouldn't have done it. And I was sitting, I put it in, I'll tell you the story. I think I explained it in the video, but I remember it as if it was yesterday. I put the figure in the microwave and then like put it on for as long as I could, because that was the point. It's like, let's not just melt this, let's destroy this. So I put it in the microwave, turned it on full power, turned it on for as long as I could, and I was like, which I think was about like, I can't even remember, 10 minutes, something like that. And so I thought, right, well, I'll go and sit down. And I went and sat down, and I was just turned the TV on, and I was sitting there, and then I could smell something. I was like, "What's that?" Turned around, my house was full of smoke. It like no, it filled all full with smoke, and it was now slowly edging this way. So when I turned around, I was like, "Oh my god!" And so I went over, and straight away, as soon as you walked into it, you couldn't breathe. Just could not. There was no oxygen. You couldn't breathe. I had to open windows. The smoke kept filling the room. I was choking. Like my reaction in that video is, I swear on Mama Daze's life, 100% real. That is 100% straight up me choking. It was awful. So definitely don't do it. And I'm not sure we'll ever repeat it on the channel again, because it was horrific. Yeah, it was awful. And now, of course, yes, I do wish I'd done it to Eva Marie. Hola, amigo. I'm loving that. How are you doing? I am good, thank you. Just having a bit of a live stream, a impromptu live stream down here with the figures, which I've never done before, but I thought that we would give it a go. What do you think of the Undisputed Era 3-pack? Well, I've not seen it yet. It's just a rumour at this stage, isn't it? That it's going to be an epic moment. I think it will be an epic moment. I think they know that people want that pack. I think they know that, you know, who's going to just buy one of them? Who's going to just buy Bobby Fish? It's not going to happen, is it? People are going to buy. People are going to want them all. I could see some maybe buying Adam Cole on his own, but to be honest, if it's going to be an epic moment set and it's going to be 3 figures, you're going to hope that it's going to come with the Undisputed Era tops, yeah, which is going to be amazing. And then you're going to want some title belts as well, aren't you? Like, if that thing comes with the NXT tag titles and the North American Championship, I'll take 2. Thank you very much. I will take 2. Get my order in right now. Very, very cool. My other half just joined the stream, Daze. Gonna give her an RKO out of nowhere. Well, she knows now, so it's not gonna come out of nowhere, is it? Cringe a Maniac, aka Jimmy the Legend. Have you seen that your name is being held by the Hulkster at the moment? 3rd one down. I put you down as Jimmy the Legend. I hope that's okay. I'm getting things set up for the Wrestling Fantasy League, which starts on Monday, and I am very, very excited. Do you have a Yokozuna figure? I absolutely do. I don't have the Yokozuna figure that I really want, though, and that is the recent one that I think was it SummerSlam Elite, and I'll show you it. It's over here. This isn't the SummerSlam Elite. This is the Hall of Fame. I think it's the Hall of Fame Yokozuna. It's the white attire. Good face scan. Pretty good. Look at that. I think that's pretty decent. And I mean, look at that. He's got that bonsai. Yeah, he has got one big rear end. Look at that. Absolutely huge. So anyway, yes, there is a Yokozuna figure here. It's not my favourite one. I prefer the SummerSlam one because it comes with his entrance robe. And actually, to be honest, I even prefer the Hasbro. I should have the Hasbro somewhere. It'd probably be up here. Oh man, I'm probably not going to be able to find it. Let me have a look. Oh, look, I'm like climbing Daze now. Climbing Daze is trying to find... no. Ah, yeah, there it is. This one. Let me go full screen. That is the Yokozuna Hasbro figure. I think it's really cool, man. Look at the size of that. Look at that as a figure. Absolutely awesome. Hasbro did such a good job with that. I'd love for Mattel to make a figure like this, like a Yokozuna. I don't know if they have got the rights, although they must have, because they have literally just made that SummerSlam one. So it'd be good if they did a Yokozuna like retro. This one's got like slamming arm action. So yeah, very, very cool. So that is the Hasbro, and then as I said, Mattel wise, I do have the Hall of Fame. But I think I prefer the Hasbro. It's better era. I don't like him with the beard. Don't like anything that's got a beard. So there we go. Bang. Good luck to. Okay, thank you for translating that because I really didn't know the first part. Good luck to England on winning the World Cup. I'm not sure we're going to win the World Cup, but I am keeping everything crossed that we can at least get through to the semi-final. So Saturday is going to be tense. Hi, Daze. Are you watching the World Cup? What team do you support? Yes, I'm watching, and of course I support England. Hi, Daze. I'm coming to America in the summer. I hope to get an American exclusive figure such as NXT TakeOver or Legends. Which one do you? Oh, that is a hell of a question, dude. To be honest, I would recommend going for any superstar that you love, like that you've got a connection with. It'd be really easy for me to sit here and go, get this is the one. It's the best figure. But to be honest, the best figures are the superstars that you love. So if you've been watching NXT and one of the NXT ones, like Ember Moon or someone like that, if that's the one that speaks to you, then go for that. Because I could sit here and go get Mean Gene Okerlund, because I love Mean Gene, who used to be a backstage interviewer. And you know, I just think it's a great looking figure. Comes with a changeable top. But that might mean nothing to you. So go for the superstars that you love. And actually, I'd say that's my biggest tip when it comes to collecting. I know it's easy for me sitting here with, like, you know, a good couple of hundred figures to say that it doesn't matter how many figures you've got. But honestly, it does not matter how many figures you've got, because first of all, someone will always have more. Yeah, you will never have as many as someone that works for Mattel. Like, I bet there's people that work at Mattel that get every figure. Like, not even the figures, but the prototypes as well, and all of that kind of stuff. You're never going to have as many figures as those people. So it's not about how many figures you've got. It's about getting the figures that matter to you, and it's about building your own collection. I get sent a lot of pictures of like youngsters that have got, like, starting out, and they're like, oh, I thought you might like to see this. I've only got like 5 figures though. It's like, dude, it really doesn't matter. As long as those are 5 figures that you like, and they're 5 superstars that you have a connection with, then your collection is as good as anyone's. So there will always, if you're a collector, there will always be figures that you want. Like, I could sit here and name at least 1 million figures that I still want to add to the collection. But it's about not, you know what I mean? I don't sweat it, don't worry about it. If I can find one or treat myself to one, then absolutely brilliant. But yeah, it's not about how many you've got. Roman Reigns figure. Yeah, I mean, I do have a Roman. I've got a few Roman Reigns figures. I don't know where they are right now. Is he behind me? I feel like I might have used him in a video recently. I've definitely got several Roman Reigns figures, but just none to hand at the moment. That is weird. Where are they? They've literally got to be on the table then. Let me have a look and see if he's on the table. I see Seth. We've got Rusev. Kevin Owens. Man. Where have they gone? Well, I do have a Roman. Down here, show you the Shield triple pack. So there's Roman in the middle. Bang! Roman Reigns in his Shield attire. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. This was a Kmart exclusive triple pack. And what I absolutely love about it is the fact that it's got the Shield written on the side. So it says the Shield there. And there's not many packs that actually have like the Shield written on. So yeah, absolutely love that. Because did that one? This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure. Oh, it did. My mistake. I was going to say I didn't think this one said the Shield because on the side there it says all their names, but it doesn't say the Shield. But it does actually have it written here. But it's way too bright. It's way too bright. You're gonna have to just believe me that it says. C Wrestling is in the house. Hello, C Wrestling. How are you? Welcome to the party. Daze, you are the best. Thank you very much, friend. Hey, Daze, who would be in your team for the competition? Oh, mate, that is such a good question. So let me. I can see there's a few new faces that's joined us. Obviously, C Wrestling's just jumped in as well. So let me talk about this again because I want people to be crystal clear what we're doing here. Everyone can play, yeah? Everyone can play. So if you're sitting there and you're watching this and you're a little bit confused going, I don't know what he's on about, let me explain. Everyone can play. You've got 50 million to spend, okay? $50 million to spend. And below my chin, yeah, my furry chin, 4 columns. So you can see one here, bing, one here, bing, one here, bing, and one here, bong. So we've got 20 million, 15 million, 10 million, and 5 million. And you need to pick no more than 5 wrestlers, and you can spend no more than 50 million. And then what happens is on Raw and on SmackDown Live, every time one of your wrestlers has a match, you get 3 points. If they win the match, 2 points. If they lose the match, minus 2 points. And that's how it works. And then we add up everyone's points and then we put them into a league table. If you want to enter that, then it is $10 or £7. I will work the points out for you. You will go into the actual league table. Whoever finishes first, second, and third will win a prize. And your name will be held up by the Hulkster. And I am going to keep that there in the background for all the videos I do down here in the month of July. So that's £7 or $10 gets you entry for the whole month of July. You don't need to watch the shows. You don't need to be telling me how many points you've got each week. I work it all out for you. But as I said, if you want to play along, you absolutely can. So you can just pick your people. You know how the points are scored and everything, and you can just play along at home, and then you can tell me, Daze, I got so many points this week, and, you know, join in with that. I'm really interested in doing a live stream championship. We've called it the Cringerweight title because, you know, the channel is full of cringe. If you're a long-time viewer of the Wrestling Daze channel, then you'll know that I'm quite embarrassing. So, yeah, it's a case of I'm going to do a Cringerweight title, and that is going to be for anyone and everyone to compete for. I just need to figure out how at this stage that's going to work, but I'll make an announcement on Monday about that. Daze, I got a question. Why are we doing a live stream? Why not, dude? I was free, and I thought that we would just do a live stream. I'm down here with the figures. We've already had. I mean, can you believe it? According to this, we've been live streaming now for like 50 minutes. I feel like 5 minutes ago I sat down and just started talking to you guys. So 50 minutes we've already been. I've literally just spilled water on my laptop. Literally just spilled water on my laptop. Ah! See, I was getting carried away. Oh, it's gone everywhere. It's all like in between the buttons. I really don't want to press the buttons as well because I know that's then going to mess up the live stream. Now I'm covered in water. It's all kicking off. Daze, check your Twitter. Dude, I would. I normally do it on my phone, but my phone is dying. See Wrestling going, OMG, I am so late. You are late? We sat in here, like, waiting for you, See Wrestling. We were sitting here in silence. Half an hour of the 50 minutes has us been going. Where is he? Daze, can I have your Twitter? Yes, it is at Wrestling Daze UK. At Wrestling Daze UK. Future Marine, who is on the board. Future Marine will be competing in the Wrestling Fantasy League, along with Anadors, Daniel Kremin, Jimmy the Legend, Tom, with lots of numbers. I will find what them numbers are, and then I will add it onto there. And Future Marine. Obviously, the question was, who would I pick? And what I think's really interesting about this is I don't know what you go for. Like, do you go for 10 million wrestlers, or do you do 220 and 110? Do you do 215s and 210s? Do you do 220, 2.5s? I don't know what the right thing is. Honestly, I don't know what the right thing is. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play along as well, but obviously I can't win the prizes. But I mean, we all know I'm gonna finish top because I'm the best, aren't I? But yeah, I'm gonna play, but no prizes for me. And I'm just entering for a little bit of fun, and so I'm not too sure. I'm leaning towards 215s and 210s. That will give me 4 wrestlers. But can I find 4 wrestlers that have matches on a regular basis that are going to pick up some points? It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm really into it. And the Cringerweight title is going to be connected to this game because, well, we're playing this game anyway, so why not? Daze, what are your top 5 WWE figures? Honestly, dude, I'd need to give that some crazy thought. You're talking top 5 of all time. That Finn Balor would be in there. John Morrison, which I don't have, but one of the early John Morrison figures, I think, would be in there. I think that I really love the Asuka figure. She didn't come with the Divas title. I gave her that. But I love that figure. I know that Bill McKenna is really, really like hot on this. Really hot on this figure. He spent a lot of time trying to make this as good as he could. And if I go full screen so you can kind of appreciate it a little bit more. The detail on it, on the ring attire and everything, absolutely fantastic. I think also when you take the little mask off, really good face scan. Like, I really like that. I think maybe a little chubby on the cheeks, I'm not sure, but you can definitely tell that is Asuka. Love the black line across as well. I think the mask is great. I really do like that Asuka. Am I saying that's top 5? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I do think that it is very, very strong. I also really like trying to find one of the Edge figures because I think some of the Edge figures are really good. The Boogeyman figure with his clock. Look at that. Look at that. You tell me that is not epic. I see people asking, how do you donate? How do you enter the game? You just do it through a super chat, my friend. A super chat and then that will get you into the game, and then you are in for the whole month. You get your name on the board behind me, and you will be eligible to win the prizes. The focus, to be honest, isn't the prizes. I've not given the prizes much thought, but there will be prizes. I will do something for those that finish first, second, and third. But really, it's more the prestige of who can pick the best stable. Only from the names below. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So that's why it's only the people below. When we get to August, I might try and expand it, make it a little bit bigger. But I want to keep it as simple for everyone at the moment. So give it some thought. Have a look. Pick your stable. Have you got a stable name? And if you want to go for it, go for it. Send in that donation. I'll add you to the board, and then you will be in the game for July. I saw someone just ask, have I had anything haunted happen to me? I haven't had anything haunted, but I can tell you a story that freaked me out as a kid. And I honestly don't know what happened, right? But I was asleep in bed, right? And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I turned over, and I think it was Mama Daze was sat on a chair at the next to my bed, right? And she had her head down like this. So Mama Daze was sat there with her head down, and I was just lying in bed, and I was like, why is she here? what's going on? And then like she just kind of looked up, and then looked at the wall, and I was like, what is happening? So I lay back down. I mean, like, I'm not scared of Mama Daze, yeah, but still, it was like, this is weird. So I lay down, and I didn't think like anything of it. I just thought, well, she must be like sleep, head moving or something. So didn't think much of it. And then when I looked, my dad was sitting there. Dada Daze was sitting there, and he was sitting there with his head down. And then he lifted his head, and then he also looked at the wall. And at this point, I was pretty freaked out, because literally seconds before it had been my mum, and now it was my dad. And I was like, what is... So I just turned over, went to sleep. Next day I woke up, and like there was no chair there. There was no one that was there. And I went down and spoke to them, and obviously both of them said, no, we of course, we weren't in your room. And I think about a week later, we put a dartboard on the wall at the point where they had both looked, and I was convinced that an accident was going to happen. Absolutely convinced that a dart was going to bounce off and smack me in the head and like kill me or something. I was convinced of it, because I felt like I'd had a warning. I felt like I'd been told by the spirits, like, something's going on that wall and it shouldn't be there. And I was absolutely convinced, but nothing ever happened, and everything was fine. And actually, I'm quite good at darts now, so. But that is a true story. That is a true story. I'm pretty sure. I mean, like, I was very young, so I'm pretty sure like it was all a dream, and it was my mind playing tricks on me. But it felt so real. It was like super real, super scary, and that is the spookiest thing that I think ever happened, because it just, to this day, I swear I was awake. I swear I was awake, and I swear they were sat there. But ooh, yeah, but let me know yours. I'm intrigued now. You'll have to tell me what yours is. I want to know if anything scary has happened to you guys. Yo, Daze, if you could make a custom, what superstar and attire would you have? If I could make a custom, I would definitely make Bull Nakano. She was a 90s wrestler that I absolutely loved, because she was big, she was strong, but she was very agile. Very similar to the likes of Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, whatever. But you never saw women's wrestling that much in the 90s. Or I didn't, anyway. You just got the occasional match. Alondra Blaze, obviously, who went on to become Medusa. We've got a figure of her coming out. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. That is going to be epic. So I would make a Bull Nakano so that I could have them feud. You need to check her out because she had hair like Marge Simpson. It was like really tall, blue, kind of stood up like this. And then she had like veins painted all on her face. And she was quite big as well. She was so cool. She's totally changed now though. Like she was really big. She was like she was like Nia Jax, but she had hair that stood up. And I said this crazy face paint. But if you look at her now, she's like this really small. She's not an old woman, but she's kind of an old woman. But yeah, she's like really small now. Hi Daze, I know it won't happen, but we need an Owen Hart entrance great figure. Let me show you some. Let me show you something. You ready? You ready for this? Are you ready for this jelly? Yeah. I totally forgot I had this, and I found it the other day. It has featured, I think, in a video before, but we're going back to about 2016, and it is Owen Hart. Look at that. Owen Hart, the real excellence of execution. It is a WWF Superstars Series 2 figure. And there you go. There is an Owen Hart with his like King of Hearts attire. He's got like the King of Hearts on his top there. And that is, for me, the perfect Owen Hart attire. Like, you could have the blue blazer, or you could have like when he was the late 90s. I remember he had, I can't remember what it was, like yellow and black, and it was like Hazard kind of attire. But for me, this is the one. This is obviously from his feud with Bret the Hitman Hart, and I just think that is so cool. It is a Jax. It's not a Mattel. It's a Jax figure. I can tell you that I bought this myself from the shops. I bought it when I went to America, and this is from 1996. 1996. That is the back of the packaging. Look. Other ones in the series: Shawn Michaels, Vader, Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, Ultimate Warrior. Who will survive? The greatest Federation superstars in the world. And look at that. Official WWF licensed product. Jax. And look, it even says to you, don't move the legs that way. Don't be an idiot. Don't do that. If you want to hear the... And I can tell you, right, it's got bone crunching sound. That's what it says there, look. But, no, hang on, that side. Bone crunching sound. I had one of those figures out of the box. I don't know if it was that one. But, like, when you moved it, it just went... Bone crunching sound! They were rubbish. They were rubbish. Bone crunching. That's how they get you. That is how they get you. An Owen Hart figure is amazing. That is true. Isaac, you are absolutely right. They should make a Slam Master J. There is a Brother Daze, but I honestly don't think you will ever see Brother Daze because he's pretty moody, a little bit ugly, and doesn't like wrestling. Just saw the microwave video. John Cena looks like he's here. I never threw him away. It was such a traumatic experience for me that he is in this room. Let me show you. Are you ready? Are you ready for this jelly? Here we go. Yeah, 1996. I went to America, 97, early 97. And that was on the shelf. I bought loads of it. I had to buy another suitcase when I came back from America in 1997 because I'd bought that many figures. And as I said, there is a video on the Wrestling Daze channel called What's in the Suitcase. Daze, I have a stable name, and I'm called Unstoppable. And they are Strowman, Asuka, Strowman, is 20 million. Asuka's 20 million. Dude, you can still get another one. You can get a 10 million. There's nothing stopping you there to get a 10 million wrestler as well. Where is Titus Worldwide? Well, as I said, I kept it limited. But is Dana in there? Dana, you can get Dana for 5. So she is part of Titus Worldwide. I don't think Apollo made it. Titus didn't make it. Apollo was on the list, but it looks like I replaced him with... I think I replaced him with Liv Morgan. I think Apollo was going to be a 10 million. But I wanted to get some more women onto the list because I jotted them all down and then realised there really wasn't that many women on the list. So it's like, oh, I better put some more women on. Because, you know, equal rights. And so, yeah, I added some ladies onto the list. And so, sadly, the likes of Finn Balor got taken off. And the Apollo Crews got taken off. It is what it is. Right, okay, are you ready to see... where is B-Team? Are you ready to see John... Future... Okay, dude, I haven't got access to it because of my phone. But I will... check that tweet. Oh, I might be able to do it on here. Daniel Ultimate Jones, stable name. Team Stone. I like that. Team Stone. It's kind of like a little bit connected to The Rock. And you've got Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Jeff. Dude, you way over on your money. You've got 50 million. 50 million. That's it. So you can afford 2 of the 20 millions and then a 10 million. But you can't afford 3 of the 20 millions. That's like too much. You're bankrupt now. That's it. You got to close. Got to close your stable. Have a look at it again. Daze, did that rocket actually go into the street? Yes. Yes, it did. It went into the street. Right, let me show you. I was about to show you, wasn't I? Are you ready? I can tell you, it's still got a bit of a awful smell to it. Here is the destroyed remains of John Cena. There he is. That is the actual John Cena that came out of the microwave. And he... I mean, look at it. It's awful, isn't it? Look at that. That was, no word of a lie, that figure was in the microwave 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and that's what it did. I had to, like, peel it off the plate that it was on, and the rest of it, like, his legs and everything went, the rest of it was all this black... bubbled, like it looked like that. It looked like that. The rest of it just looked like that. A big pile of that was underneath, and that's all that was left. So I salvaged the top part. And look at his face. Oh, he looks super sad, doesn't it? Nikki Bella left me. Yeah, very. I mean, like. I hope this gives you some idea of how toxic that air was. I cannot stress it enough. Do not do it. It was absolutely awful. There's another figure that's gone onto the floor. What is the articulation like on the Cena figure? What, this one? The articulation, there is none. There's nothing to articulate. If you move that, it'll snap off. So the articulation is not very good. Do you mean this one? Do you mean the prototype one? Daze, is Asuka Strowman? It's Asuka, yeah. Strowman, yeah. And Lesnar, okay. And you've called it unstoppable. I like that. Why am I wearing a beanie in the summer of Tommy? It's because my hair is an absolute mess. It is a hashtag disgrace. So I am hiding it from the world because, like, actually that looks alright, doesn't it? That looks like I've actually done something with it. But if I... Oh, actually, do you know? I mean, like, that's not my normal look. I feel like I'm from the 80s. don't even know who I look like. I look a little bit Nakamura-y. Okay. Wow, I've subjected you to enough of that. What was you talking about this Cena? What's the articulation like with this Cena? It's pretty good. I mean, like, pretty normal. Like, normal. I don't really do articulation points because I don't know. I don't play with them or anything. I just display them. Is that what you meant? Like, what's the articulation on that Cena? Because yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you ever collect WCW? I didn't. No, I didn't. I only got WWF. I was a WWF fanboy, so I stuck with them. Daze, are you going to beat AJ in the $1 Million Challenge? No. I strongly recommend someone like Chris. Is it Danger? Danger? I don't know his name. He should probably go for it. I know he plays the 2K games. I think he stands a chance. I definitely don't. I would get destroyed. And then everyone would hate me. Because it'd be like, oh, you should have won. And I'd be like, I know. Daze, if you look at Twitter, show mine on the street. Well, I can't show any. Because, as I said, and I wasn't lying, like, there you go, I'll show you. There's my phone. 2% battery remaining. So I've literally got 2% battery. And actually, it's now literally just died. So I don't have a phone now. So there's no way of me showing it, unfortunately. Daze, we need a DX 5-pack. That would be cool. I think it would be expensive. I remember when that was in the case at Las Vegas Toy Fair in January, and people thought it was a new Jason Jordan. Daze, you can't enter anyways you live in the UK. You can't enter anyways you live in the UK. Oh, are you talking about the million challenge thing? Oh, is that true? Oh, can you not enter if you live in the UK? Oh, in that case, then yeah, I would enter. I would have entered. Yeah, and I would have won. Do you know how good I am at 2K? I am fire. So yeah, I can't though. Apparently, I've just been told I can't. Oh. I have a weird story. Campfire, telling creeps on the way back. We saw a Ronald McDonald statue hanging by a noose. Dude, that's wow. Why is Elite 60 Elias not going to be in Smiths? Is it not? That's the first I've heard of it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. When does live end? I don't know. I didn't really have like an end. I just thought I'd come on, say hello, explain the game to some people that might not have heard about it. And as I said, you know, if anyone wants to join, you've got 50 million to spend. I've got all the names below my furry chin, and that for $10, that gets you into the Wrestling League, the official Wrestling Fantasy League. And there can be prizes that people can win. And you'll get your name on the board as well, which is currently being held up by the Hulkster. Do you watch Big Brother? I can't say I do. Is it back on now? I haven't seen that in ages. Do you have a WWE microphone? Yeah. I want to say yes, but I don't know where it is. Like, I feel like it's somewhere. Like this, honestly, this is such a mess. I can show you, look. If we do that, there's like one of the figure shells, yeah? And then you can see, look, there's the Hulkster with the names of the people that are joining in with the game at the moment. And then down here, got like loads of figures. Oh, it's kind of falling over. And then there's like stuff down there. And then, but like, it's a mess as well. Look at all this. Got all of these figures and things that are on the floor. Can't really show you, but trust me, it's a mess. Daze, instead of third person's comment on Wheel of Fun, can you do first person? Well, it's kind of people feel that there's an advantage if you have got like a quicker internet speed. So to counter that, that's why to make it random, that's why we've gone with third, and I think it's working well. I'm starting to see some new names and different people win. Wrestling Daze. What is your next video of Mattel Superstars of Wrestlers? Oh, do you mean the ones where it's like we look at all of the figures made for a certain superstar? Yeah, I've got a couple that I'm toying with. There will definitely be one this weekend, but I'm not 100% who it will be, because as I said, there's a few names in mind at the moment. I can tell you that like Team Hell No are quite high on my list, so I'm quite tempted to look at Kane or maybe Daniel Bryan, but it just depends how much time I can find. Daze, do you think you will have a collection like Grimm one day? Well, maybe. I mean, as I said, I don't really worry too much about the size of the collection, because I'm honestly quite happy with like how many figures I've got, and it's not about how many you have. It's I could easily go out and buy, I don't know, 100 figures, because I'm pretty sure I could get them quite cheap off eBay, and you know, just you can get like job lots, can't you? Like loose figures. People sell. I've seen them like 50 quid for, I don't know, 25 figures, something like that. So I'm pretty sure that I could like go and get 100 figures or whatever. But half of them are going to be people that I'm just not bothered about, and so I don't really worry about the size of the collection. I rather try and find the figures that I really want, which is why when I got this one the other week, I was super excited. There he is, look. Vader time, the man they call Vader. Never seen this figure in the shops, and it's been a figure I've always wanted. Fantastic entrance attire, which comes off, and then there he is with his mask. I don't like the facial expression. I don't think it's very scary, with that kind of, huh? It's as if someone's gone, Vader, Vader, and he's gone, yeah, what, huh, what? Did you call me, huh, what, huh? So I'm not sure about the facial expression, but the rest of the figure, I think looks absolutely awesome, and I love that mask. I think that is such a cool mask. Great looking hair. I think the face is fine, like the likeness. I just don't like the facial expression. I do think that I'm a little bit different to other like figure reviewers, in the sense of I really, really care about the facial expression. It's the expression that really bothers me. I find when I'm talking about the figure, I talk a lot about not the likeness, but the expression. Like, look at this one. Here's a great example. Look at that. I love that figure. Diamond Dallas Page, open. I think the likeness is great, but more importantly, I love that kind of screaming facial expression. I've always been a fan. Like saying, I think this is one of the best AJ figures for the exact same reason. Good mouth open, screaming facial expression. I feel the same way about the Seth figures as well. I really think the face, like this. Look at this Enzo. I've got an Enzo here. He just looks shocked. Huh? What? You let me go? She said I did what? Oh, how you doing? So yeah, I think they definitely could have given him a better facial expression than that. Oh, it's going to end up down there, isn't it? Yeah, shout out to Triple Perfecto. Daze, what Seth Rollins figure would you like next? WrestleMania 34 or Royal Rumble 2018? What was... Now, the WrestleMania 34 was something to do with Game of Thrones, wasn't it? And I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I'll be honest, I was watching it and I didn't get the connection when I first saw it. So I'm not that fussed by his WrestleMania attire. Royal Rumble attire, I can't even remember, so I'm not sure. I'll say WrestleMania, just because I remember that one. Daze, Bullet Club versus The Shield. That would be cool. Show us your whole collection. I'm not sure we'd be able to do that now, my friend, because honestly, there's figures over there, there's figures over here, there's figures over there, there's figures on the floor. I probably need to get them all up on a shelf, but it is high on my agenda of things to do. Just found out what wrestlers are going to be at San Diego. Okay, let me know. Who is it? Who's going to San Diego? I mean, that's in about, what, 2 weeks, if that? And that is going to be huge. You want to talk about exciting. San Diego Comic Con. That's exciting. Going to see loads of figures there. Royal Rumble was black tights with red, yellow, and orange flames. That one. That one. I don't know why he moved away from that attire. I honestly don't. Made perfect sense. That was like his burn it down attire, wasn't it? With the flames. That one. I want them to make that attire. Daze, do you like Giant Gonzalez or Andre? Giant Gonzalez, who I have here. I've got the Hasbro. Let me show you. There we go. Boom. There he is, look. Great. Great figure. Look at that. Hasbro, man, made some awesome, awesome figures. Amazingly, this one didn't move. Like, in the middle, it's got no waist articulation at all. So, and it had that weird, when you move it down, the arms move. Which is kind of cool. I don't know if any of these new Mattel ones do that. So, but yeah, I think this is a great figure. Great figure. Ludog167, I am a mod on Conman167. Just wanted to say you and Con should do a collab. It would be awesome. Yeah. Wow, he was super kind earlier to reach out on Twitter. I saw on Twitter that he sent a message saying that he'd literally just found like the channel and like was really cool. So I was like, dude, maximum respect to you. I mean, he is. I know that like we live stream at the same time. The world's big enough for that, so I don't see that as any concern. His style is very different to mine. His style is very like professional, and he'll like commentate whilst the matches are on. Whereas I definitely get distracted a lot more. I try, but I tend to go off on tangents. Yeah, we kind of specialize more in other topics, like Slam Master J, who has become very popular here on the stream. So yeah, and Wheel of Funds and things along those lines. So I have got nothing but respect for him, and yeah, I totally agree. It would be very cool, and it's something that I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, it kind of came out of the blue, and I couldn't even think what we could do. But I would totally be up for like a sit-down chat, like kind of with him, because he obviously does it very, very well. You know, his live streams and everything is very successful. His channel's bigger than this one. He's been doing it longer, and yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to just hear what he's got to say. I'd be really interested in doing that. To be honest, I'd love to do that with a few people. I think that we might be able to reach out to the likes of Conman167, and I think we could reach out to the likes of Tommy Toy Travels. We could try and reach out to Grim. I'm not sure. Don't know. Can't say. I don't know. But I think the only reason Grim might not would be, I think he's like whenever I've spoke to him, like I've never actually spoke to him, but like if ever we've spoke on Twitter, he has always been just the nicest person. Honestly, the nicest person. So yeah, I don't know, but it's something that I've kind of thought about. Hashtag Daze feels lonely. Hashtag Daze is fine. Daze is like crazy busy. But I'm trying to think of like, it feels like there's an opportunity there. Feel like, you know, there's all these like great content makers around, and of course our very own C Wrestling. And it kind of feels like I should do something with that, but I don't know. I don't know. What is your dream match? What the hell's a match? I know you. I'm joking. Little Washington. I am joking. Dream match. It's tough, man. It's tough because I'm not really feeling massively inspired at the moment with the main roster, so I really couldn't say. I really couldn't say. It's gonna have to be NXT. It's gonna have to be Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate. Uh, maybe Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar. Maybe Pete Dunne, Brock Lesnar. Um, yeah, I feel like it would need to be for a title. AJ Styles, Pete Dunne would be pretty awesome. Hey, Beast Gaming. Hey, Daze, this is my choice for the league. Strowman, Asuka, Benjamin. If I win, here is my Twitter. Awesome, dude. Dude, what was your name, though? What was your stable name? And let me jot that down on the board, please. Let me go and tell the Hulkster that Beast Gaming has arrived. Okay. Let me do this. Come on, Hulk. Beast Gaming. They were good picks as well, dude. Beast Gaming. There we go. Beast Gaming, Future Marine, Tom, who needs the letters at the end. We've covered this. Jimmy the Legend, Daniel Kremin, Anna Dawes. They are in the Wrestling Fantasy League. That starts on Monday. I will be publishing a league every Wednesday showing where people are as this goes on. And I'm going to play along myself. And if you want to enter that and you want to be in the actual official league and you want to get your name on the board, then it's $10 or £7. That gets you in for the month of July. So there we go. Let's pop that back up there. Boom. Boom shakalaka. I just saw someone mention Luge there. Yeah, again. I don't think I've ever really spoke to her, but she's always struck me as someone that's very cool. Like, you know, to talk to. I think what I really love about like the kind of like wrestling community online is you don't encounter like any awful people, if you know what I mean. Like it's nice when you're talking to different people. I mean, like I've had the luxury of meeting the guys from Wrestle Talk, and they were lovely as well. Like really nice people. I've never met Cultaholic, so I don't know. I'm guessing they're cool. I've never spoke to the likes of Wrestling with Regret, Brian Zane. But I do like his videos. WrestleLamia, have spoke to WrestleLamia. He was awesome, just really nice guy. Obviously, Wrestling Hero Figs has been on the live streams a couple of times actually, so he comes across as really cool. There's a nice community there. There is a really nice community. WWE Fan 360 says, I've got a channel. So check out WWE Fan 360. Do you know WrestleMania? I don't know WrestleMania. But he used a Wrestling Daze clip in one of his videos. If you go on his channel and you look to see like the rarest wrestling figures, he actually used. They're up there. I don't know if you can see. This pack here is actually an LJN British Bulldogs. I would show you, but literally everything will fall off that shelf. And he used a clip of me doing a bit of a review of them because there's a video on my channel of me reviewing that pack. And yeah, he used that, and I just got in touch to go, dude, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you like using a clip from the Wrestling Daze channel. And he was like, man, no problem at all. You know, it's really cool. Support Wrestling Daze. Give us a subscribe. Daze, did you know Grim did a diss track on Tommy? I mentioned you. Yes, I did. What was really funny about that was that loads of like Wrestling Daze supporters jumped onto that video. And they were like, "Leave Daze alone," and it was really funny to watch them kind of defending me. And I was like, "Oh man, that is so cool." So I went on. And like everyone that left a comment, I was like giving it a like and thanks for the support and all of that kind of stuff. It was just a bit of fun. I mean, there was nothing but love for Grim. Grim is definitely one of the reasons why I'm here. Like without Grim, I wouldn't have seen that this was possible. Like I don't think it would have crossed my mind. Like that, there's people out there that want to talk about wrestling figures and want to have fun and with wrestling figures and wrestling channels, and he was one of the very first that I saw. So without him kind of showing what was possible, I'm not sure I would have been here, and I feel that way about Tommy Toy Travels as well. He was another one that, and in fact that's why I've got a signed picture just next to Hogan. There is a signed picture of Tommy right there that he sent through, which is very cool. What is great as well is on it is actually written, "Please don't sell this on eBay," and then he signed it. So I've given him my word that I definitely will not do that. Plug your phone. I don't have a plug down here, my friend. There's literally no plugs. Like I'm borderline worried that the laptop might lose power, but I can see that we've got plenty of juice left in the machine. So it looks like we're okay for now. Guys, can you believe this is mental? We have now been like live streaming for an hour and a half, like over an hour and a half, and I feel like I've been sat here for 10 minutes. it's crazy. A Post Malone figure, that's what we need. It's the figure we never knew we needed, but we have always needed. Is the Gonzalez retro bigger than the other retros? What a great question. It's not as drastically different as what you would imagine. If I hold them roughly at the same height, that is the height difference. So if they were like face to face, they look like that. So that's Yokozuna and the Giant Gonzalez. I feel like he needs to be more here, but he's actually there. So not a drastic difference. That's my big criticism with pop vinyls, because with pop vinyl, they've made a Braun Strowman figure, and the Braun Strowman figure, pop vinyl wise, is like the same size, pretty much the same size as a normal. Got a really smart Macho Man there. It's a really great Macho Man, actually. Look at that. Love that pop vinyl. But it's just like along those lines. It's just a normal figure. Like I know they do make bigger versions of pop vinyls. So I don't know why they've not made a Braun Strowman. Eli has a channel YouTube now. Ah, very cool. Very cool. Can I donate $5 today and $5 on Sunday? Of course you can, my friend. Yes. 1,000 times yes, of course you can. If you want to join the league, guys, I know I've mentioned it a few times, but again, I keep seeing some new names in the chat, so just want to make people aware that there is a brand new game that we're playing, and it is $10 to join, or £7 English, and you have got 50 million pretend dollars to spend, and all the names are down here. You need to pick your stable. There we go. Pick your stable. Pick your wrestlers. You can have no more than 5 wrestlers, and you can spend no more than $50 million. And then what happens is at Raw or SmackDown Live, every time one of your wrestlers has a match, you get 3 points. If they go on to win that match, you get another 2 points. But if they lose that match, you lose 2 points. So it's all about having matches and winning matches. So can you spend 50 million and get a brilliant stable of wrestlers together? Who are you going to choose? Who is going into your stable? And equally as important, what is your stable called? Let me know. You can pick your wrestlers and just play along for free at home. You know how the scoring system works. It's not a secret. You know how it works. It's only the wrestlers below my wonderful bearded face that count. But if you do want to donate to the channel, obviously that massively helps the channel, and I will use that money to go towards prizes for people that have donated, and you will get your name added to the list of names behind me. Let me show you. There we go. Look, we've got Beast Gaming, Future Marine, Tom with missing numbers, Jimmy the Legend, Daniel Kremin, and Anna Dawes. So those people, along with myself, are going to be in the official Wrestling Daze Wrestling Fantasy League, which starts on Monday. The first points will be scored and earned on Monday's Raw. So you've got between now and then to pick your stable, come up with your stable name, and then enter the game. And as I've said before, I want to do the Cringerweight title around the stables as well. And I'm really giving that thought. That's like really taking up a lot of my time at the moment. I want there to be like a live stream championship, because I'm seeing a lot of the same names, and we're obviously getting some new names joining us all the time, which is fantastic. New people are more than welcome to come and join our cringe crew, our cringe collective. So yes, very, very cool to see new people, and yeah, I'm really excited by this. What I like about it is the fact that, and I don't want this to get lost on people, anyone can play. Like, you can pick. I am not stopping. The names are all there. I'm not stopping people picking their own stables. They know the rules. You can do it and play along. You don't have to. I appreciate times are hard, but for those that do donate, then I want there to be something a little more for them, and that is why there's going to be an official league table. They will get their names on the board, which will be there throughout the whole month of July, and also they are eligible for the prizes. So yeah, very, very cool. Sell the Triple T signed poster. I don't want to. Daze, do you support backyard wrestling, or do you think people should leave it to the pros? I feel that there is a place for backyard wrestling. I think if you are an adult, and like you need to be careful if you're a kid. You shouldn't be doing those things. I mean, I did when I was a kid, but you can seriously hurt yourself. So yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it? I mean, like, kids are always going to want to recreate what they see, but you shouldn't. That's the truth. You shouldn't. I shouldn't have done it when I was a kid, because I could have hurt myself. So yeah, I don't think you should. I mean, we know a lot more these days about concussions and things like that. We didn't know about that so much when I was youngster. So I think if you're an adult, and you are fully aware of what you're doing, then you're free to do whatever you want, aren't you? So if your passion is wrestling and you've got a little backyard thing going on with your friends, then I don't see any reason like that's an issue. But I would strongly urge that like kids and youngsters definitely don't do that. I would discourage that. Because it's dangerous, man. You know, these people are trained for a reason. They are trained professionals. Daze, what figure are you hoping to see most at San Diego Comic Con? That's a really good question. To be honest, probably Pete Dunne. And I'm not saying that because I'm like a massive lover of the UK division. I am. But I just think Pete Dunne has had one of the best years in wrestling. He's been champion now for over a year. He's defended it more often than Brock Lesnar. And he really is the face of British wrestling right now. It's him and Tyler Bate, I would argue. Okay, you could say Will Ospreay as well. Obviously, Will Ospreay's killing it over in New Japan, and rightfully so, because he is absolutely awesome. And, you know, Neville has kind of fallen off the radar. So, for me, Pete Dunne, I just think that Pete Dunne is a really great figure as well. A really great potential figure. Yo, Daze, my team, the automatic champions. I like that. Automatic champion. Everyone else, don't play. Braun Strowman, Bailey, and Miz. Braun Strowman, yeah. Bailey, yeah. And Miz, yeah, you can do that. You can. Oh, that's a good team. Oh, that is a good team. Oh, that is a good team. I tell you, I can see why you called them automatic champions. The one I want to see most is Greg the Hammer Valentine, and he has been and has been for about 4 years now. Now, Greg Valentine, is he under contract? Because I don't feel that he is, and I know that they have to be under contract, and I also feel like he really fell out with the company. So I think it's a case that you won't see him until all of that is resolved. I don't think that he was one of the people that was suing WWE for the concussion stuff, because there's like 50 odd names of people that were suing WWE because of like the concussion related stuff. I don't think he was one of them, but I can't remember. I'm not sure, but I would think it unlikely, because I really feel like he's on the out, which is a real shame. I should have one actually. Again, if I go to my Hasbro's, they definitely made a Greg the Hammer Valentine, but it's more of a case of, can I put my hands on Greg the Hammer Valentine? And it doesn't look like I can. Ah, that is annoying. That is annoying. Is he over here? No. I've got Akeem. I've got Akeem, the African Dream. Hacksaw, Brutus. Oh, he might have been one of the ones that fell over. I do have a Hasbro of Greg the Hammer Valentine, but unfortunately nothing else. Beast Gaming, you can pick my stable name. You deserve this 3. Ah, dude. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's throw it out to the people. What should Beast Gaming's stable name be? Let's take suggestions. You guys can help me. What is Beast Gaming's stable name? Grand prize, to be honest, I don't want to put too much into what the prizes are, because I don't want that to ever really be why people would join. I want it to be a case that people want to join because they want to compete against other people, see if they can pick the best stable, and kind of see where they can get in the league. And then obviously they get a name on the board, and it will be tweeted out, it will be on Facebook, yes, there will be prizes, but I really don't want to make them a major focus, and also I don't know what they are. So, but there will be something for whoever finishes first, second, and third. And of course, I'm going to play along as well, but I will not be able to win the prizes. I will not be eligible. Shelby squad, rock solid, rock solid. The Doomsday Syndicate. I like that. That's pretty good. The Stable. What should the Stable be called? The Stable. I like that. Was just curious though. Yeah, dude, that is totally fine. I totally understand why you would ask. I think that it's a fair point. Shelby squad for real. Future Marine, any of them jumping out at you? Daze, which 205 roster? Just because you're my favourite. Yeah. Oh, that's very kind, dude. That is very kind. I really appreciate that. Well, you're making me feel guilty now. I don't want to call you the Stable because I think you're better than that. But that is a funny name. People like Shelby Squad, Rusev Day. I like that. Daze, do you think I could get on the podium? My team automatic wins. Well, you'll have to see how your points do, my friend. 4 wrestlers. Here's 4 wrestlers. Fam Bigelow. Oh my days! I love that name, Fam Bigelow. Future Marine, do you want that? I honestly love Fam because it's got that family vibe. And who doesn't love Bam Bigelow? I think I should have a Hasbro figure. Or Beast. Oh. I like Beastie Boys. I like Beastie Boys. Beast Blood. I don't think that's going to work, though, is it, for Future Marine? You can pick my stable name. Okay. I don't want to get confused between the two. So, Beast Gaming wants a stable name. Beast in the Quiche. I do like Fam Bigelow. I really like Fam Bigelow. The C Team. Oh, you gotta love the C Team. Broken Empire asking how do I join? Beast Gaming says Beastie Boys sounds good. Well, let me jot it down on here so I don't forget. There you go. Beastie Boys then, my friend. The people who eat soup with a spoon and drink water and do a lot of things that are cool of the city and town of people. Dude. Could you imagine if that won and then I'd have to read all that out again? Goodbye to Karen Riviera. Love that name. Daze Clan. Degeneration Fat. Are you thinking like Grim there? The Bowman Empire. My God, guys, you are just killing it with stable names. You are killing it. Some awesome stable names. So if you do want to get onto the board, then it is $10 or £7 that will get you onto the board. That will also get you into the official Wrestling Daze Wrestling Fantasy League, and then you can compete against me because I'll be in there, and also these people: Anna Dawes, Daniel Kremen, Jimmy the Legend, Tom something, Future Marine and Beast Gaming. Peter Nation. Oh man, Peter. Peter the Cringe Bear. I hope he joins. Daze awesomeness. Pesto boy. Oh, don't even talk to me about pesto. You know that pesto was out of date. You know that pesto was out of date. The reason why chicken crossed the road to get to the other side. Great joke. Great. That's the best joke. Jimmy Hat's dog dungeon. That's a lot of words there, my friend. Daze, who will win the World Cup? Well, I think it's going to be either France or Brazil. Personally, I honestly don't know if England are going to be able to win the World Cup. I'm hoping that they will get quite far in the tournament, but we will have to see. Honestly, I'm nervous about Saturday. Let's put it that way. The team. I like that. I like that. Mr. Monkey, C Wrestling, all the usual cringe crew. Pick your stable. Even if you are going to play along at home, then that is absolutely fine. But I really do want to do the Cringerweight title. And as I said, I want to connect it to this. So pick your stables, because maybe we'll have a look and see who gets the most points next week. And maybe that person will be the first Cringerweight champion. That's what I'm feeling. Who is your worst player in it for the England team? What that actually plays? That team's not bad actually all round. There's no one that I would say is like awful. I got a few worries about our defence. I think going forward we're good. Obviously we've got Harry Kane. I think Lingard's quite smart as well. Maybe Sterling, but he works hard, but he's not scored for a long time, so maybe Sterling. But I'm not sure you can say he's our worst player. I've got a few reservations about Harry Maguire, but doesn't matter. Before I go, what time does this stream end? I don't know, my friend. We might go for like another 10-15 minutes or so. It was just, as I said, just thought we would do something a little bit different. I'm tempted to do another couple of hours tomorrow. I've already said I'm doing Saturday and Sunday. Definitely doing Saturday and Sunday. I'll be doing it around this time on Saturday and Sunday, actually. So, yeah, I'm trying to see who wants to play. Who wants to play the game? The Wrestling Daze Fantasy League. As I said, you can join for July. We've already had a really strong response. I know there's a lot of people that are picking their teams and are going to be jumping onto the live streams on Saturday and Sunday. And as you can see from the people that have joined, we've already had a good few names there. Obviously, I am going to be joining in with them as well. So I'm really looking forward to this first fantasy league to see how it all works out, who's going to win. And I think we will do something along the lines of who can get the most points next week will win the Cringerweight title. But I need to think about that a little more, because I can already see people are going to cheat. I can already see people will go, no, I got the most because I had that person, and that person. And it's like, did you? Did you? Or have you just chosen them now? Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, and Baron Corbin, the Slam Masters of Cringetown. Is that your official team, Mr. Monkey? Is that who you're going with? You can sit on, you can think about it. You can think about it. There's time. No way, Jose. Shelton Benjamin. 10 million. Yeah. Cringe Boy. Hello, Cringe Boy. Cringe Boy Varkados. Varkados? We want Peter! We want Peter! Todd is the best. Todd #1. God, this is crazy. Daze, can we change the wrestlers in our stables? Yeah. My official final team. No messing around from Mr. Monkey. Mr. Monkey is not faffing around. Go to Wrestling Talk YouTube now. Why, mate? Naomi, Asuka, Charlotte, the Usos, Braun Strowman. You've got too many wrestlers there, Corny Network. You're not allowed more than 5. Cheating. You can't have any more than 5 wrestlers. You can't spend any more than 50 million. So, who you going to pick? Who you going to pick? Todd, 50 million. Yes, we spoke about this. I think it was Mr. Monkey that said, like, Slam Master J would be, like, 20 billion. Because people are going, why is Slam Master J not in the list? It's like, guys, come on. You can't afford Slam Master J. There's not enough money to buy Slam Master J. Slam Master J operates in his own sphere. Swap the Miz for Bobby Roode. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Jimmy the Legend is swapping Miz for Bobby Roode. Okie dokie. Would you rather spend 200 at Smith's or London Film and Comic Con? Probably Smith's, because I don't know. You never know what you're going to find at London Film and Comic Con, so it might be best to save your money because it's so unpredictable. So you just don't know what you'll find. But I'm not sure you'll find anything like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I would save it for London Film and Comic Con, but I'm pretty sure I'd spend it at Smith's. Will you switch the wrestlers every month? Yes. And also what I want to do is I want to expand how many wrestlers are in it. Like for July, I've kept it down to 40 because I want everyone to just understand it, first of all. I just want everyone to kind of get their heads around, okay, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? How do we score points? What's going on? I want people to just get it, understand, and then we can make it bigger and all that kind of stuff. Can you do a live toy hunt? That is something I'm thinking about, and I think I've got an idea for one. But yeah, watch this space. That's all I'm going to say on that. It won't happen anytime soon, but in 2018, I am thinking of doing one. Yes. Daze, am I in the cringe crew? Yes, of course. If you're in this live stream, then you're in the cringe crew. In fact, if you've joined any live stream, you've got to have jumped onto one of the live streams. Then yes, you are in the cringe crew. That's it. Is there an option where you can change a wrestler at least every 2 weeks if you want? That is an option. That's a great question, Mr. Monkey. That's why I enjoy having you here. Yes, I am going to look at doing that because I think that will keep it fresh and exciting. But I think the focus right now is just getting it set up and just getting people comfortable with it, understanding how it works. Obviously, there's new people that keep jumping on and joining us all the time. So I'm just trying to kind of get the message out of it's not scary. This is it. This is what we're doing. We're going to have the Cringerweight title connected to it, all that kind of stuff. And just get it set up, get it going. Then we can look at, right, now let's bring in more wrestlers. Right, now let's change the scoring system a little bit. Right, now let's bring in transfers. Right, let's now all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking at doing something like that. We are all members of the Cringe Crew. Cringe Crew for life, guys. Cringe Crew for life. Are you going to London Film and Comic Con? I am not at the moment, no. Kenny Omega wants to go to WWE. Won't happen. Forget it. Forget it. Not happening. I don't care what Wrestle Talk is saying. Which wrestler would be a superhero? For example, Braun Strowman would be Hulk. Will Ospreay would be Spider-Man. Well, I think you probably nailed it, dude. John Cena, Superman. There you go. Daze, who would you rather talk to? Wrestling Hero or Grimm? Well, I've got a lot of respect for Wrestling Hero, Figs. A lot of respect. But to be honest, I discovered him after starting the channel, whereas Grimm was a reason as to why I started the channel. So I would say Grimm, because Grimm was part of the reason as to why I'm here. So yeah, I'd go for Grimm, but that is no disrespect whatsoever to Wrestling Hero Figs, who, as I said, has been on these live streams. He's been in the comments section. He's part of the Cringe Crew, and yeah, whenever I've spoke to him, it's been an awesome guy. So nothing but love and respect for Wrestling Hero Figs. Kenny doesn't want to go to WWE. He said he is open to the opportunity, but he will stay in. There's Tom. Tom, have you seen that you're on the board? I knew it was loads of numbers. 603331. I've dropped my pen. I've lost the pen, Tom. Tom, I've lost the pen. 6. Right, hang on. I'm going to do this. 603331. There we go. I might have got that wrong, Tom. I might have got that wrong. Are you part of any fandoms? Yes, I am part of the Vince McMahon fandom. There we go. Look, we've got Anadors, Daniel Kremin, Jimmy the Legend, Tom 603331, which I think is right, Future Marine, and Beast Gaming. There we go. That's better. And my eyes. You can see my eyes. I have seen the board. LOL. Good. You're there. And you're there for the whole month of July. Yeah, shout out to Spike TV 500. Pen, don't be... Yeah, he was hiding. He ran away. That is true. We are 5 away from the Wheel of Fun. I don't think it's fair of me to go until we seek out those next 5. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to stick around until we can find those 5 subs, and then we will do the Wheel of Fun. And I think that'll be a nice way to round off the live stream. What was your first figure? Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, okay. First figure was Paige, who is missing. Oh, where is she now? Where is she? Is she over here? You can tell I just was not ready for live streaming down here. God damn. Paige Elite 36, I guess. It's the Paige figure that comes with the NXT Women's Championship and the Butterfly Belt, the Divas title. That was my first Mattel figure. I didn't start until like the mid 30 series. Shout out to Future Marine. Thank you very much for setting off the zombie friend again. Our little zombie friend running all over the screen. You're already on the board, dude. You don't need to keep doing that. Hammer time. says, I just subscribed. Thank you very much. I can see it. Well, fluctuating. God, it doesn't know what to do, does it? Look, let's go. 145. Should I go to 145? Oh, I'll go to 146. Callum's in. Oh, that is a good team. That is a good team. Callum, that is a nice team. Right, you're going on the board, dude. Going on the board. Here we go. I just want to start. Here we go, singing. I am a real American. Because of Hogan, not because I've lost my mind. Callum. Hang on. Go back, because you had numbers as well, didn't you, dude? You had numbers. Everyone loves numbers at the moment. I'm all about letters. Callum W 19. Woo! There you go, dude. Welcome to the game. It's time to play the game. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Callum W 1995. You are there, my friend. You are on the board. You're on the board. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for the rights. Fight for your life. I can see there Tom saying that his team is called Beer Money. I do remember that from the live stream last night. Send my email on Twitter. That is fine, dude. Thank you, Callum. Thank you for joining what I'm hoping is going to be a very exciting game. I'll send my email on Twitter as well, Beast Gaming. That is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Shrink that down. So we're at 145. We said we would try and stick around till we get to that 150 mark. Daze, tell me what happened with the nursery rhyme. Oh, guys, it was a disaster. So I don't know if you've seen any of the live streams, but what I started to do was, I think it was C Wrestling's fault. I can't quite remember, but I'm blaming him. But yeah, it was a case of we decided we were going to end on a nursery rhyme. Something to kind of help us all get to sleep at the end of the live stream. So put this nursery rhyme on at the end of the last live stream, and the live stream got like a copyright strike kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't as severe as a copyright strike. It was more like a copyright notice. This is like it said something like, "Don't worry, you're not in trouble, but any revenue that's been made from this will go to Mr. Cat." And Mr. Cat is getting details and statistics about the live stream and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, what? So, yeah, just because I held Mr. Cat here and I was singing along, it must have just picked up enough of Mr. Cat. Probably the bits where I didn't know the lyrics, and so I wasn't able to sing along. Then, yeah. So, I'm not sure we can do the nursery rhymes anymore. And you can all go and thank Mr. Cat. I am your biggest fan in the world. Thank you very much, JSHS. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that. I told you my neighbour, Mr. Cat, was a troublemaker. That is true, dude. That is true. And he did get married. He got married. He should be happy, shouldn't he? I bet it was his wife. I bet his wife was like, look, we've got kids now, and you're not earning enough, so you need to copyright strike that video, and we'll get the earnings off that. That'll get us tuna. That's all we need, is like cans of tuna. That'll get enough tuna to feed me and the kids. Epic Daze Wrestling, Giant Gonzalez, and Andre the Giant team. Yeah, that'd be cool. Chuck Great Carly in as well. And then you could call them the Land of Giants. Woo! Giant Gonzalez, Andre the Giant, Giant Baba, and the Great Carly, the Land of Giants. Hashtag he's got kids. Well done, Jamie. Well done. Daze, can you sub to Spike TV 500? I might start toy hunting for my first time. I will jot it down. Spike TV 500. Boom. 3 more to the woof. 2 more to the woof. I can see Spife, question mark. I don't think the Spife is down. I don't think the Spife is down here. Didn't know if it was under the laptop then. I feel like it was around. I'm not careful with my Spifes. I'm not going to lie. I am not careful with my Spifes. Brent Wilkinson is here. Yes. Hello to you, my friend. Who is your favourite wrestler of all time? I'd probably say The Undertaker. Gotta be the dead man, hasn't it? It's gotta be the Phenom. Seth Rollins or Dolph? Who will win at Extreme Rules? I can see Dolph retaining. I think it'll be a good match. I think Dolph's really enjoying working with Seth Rollins at the moment. So that's good. But yeah, we'll have to see. I really hope it's just a good match. How many Kanes do you have, Daze? Please read. I don't have any like similar Kane. I don't like have the same Kane figure, but I do have a couple of different Kanes. What's really cool about Kane is that he's obviously changed his look quite a bit. I mean, obviously there's that one there, which is great. The mask doesn't come off, but it is a great looking Kane. Look at that. Look at the eyes as well. Some mad detail on that. I feel like that was the WrestleMania Heritage Kane. I feel like I'm saying the truth there. I might be lying. So there's that one. And then you've got this Kane, which is a basic Kane. But I love that. Look at that. That's a totally different mask and a fantastic facial expression. I honestly think that's one of the best basics. Honestly think that is one of the best basics. Look at that facial expression. It's absolutely awesome. Again, I keep going on about facial expressions, but they really matter. They really matter. Like, look, that Rusev. Just think it's a little dull. Like, he could have like a really great screaming facial expression, but he doesn't. It's just like, I don't know what he's thinking. It's like he's in a meeting with Vince McMahon. It's like, Rusev! Yeah. It's just a bit bland, you know? So yeah, I like it when they've got more animation in the face. Same as Cesaro. I mean, Cesaro's just a really cool wrestler. Look at that facial expression. It's just like, again, looks like an alien. I mean, it's a pretty good likeness, but still. Right, I can see people cheering for the Woof. It is time for the Woof. It's been a bit... it is a pretty accurate face. Yes, the accuracy is definitely there, but it's the expression that I always look for. Right, okay, so Epic Land of History Giants. Do you like Impact Wrestling? Do you enjoy the product? If you don't, then I would recommend it to you. I have only seen a little bit of Impact, so I can't really comment. I probably do need to watch it more, but I think I've just been scarred by TNA because there was some awful stuff on TNA. But that is for another time, because it is time. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. Even though we're in a different place as well, can I just reassure you? Because I know my cringe crew members out there might be worrying that I've gone all Hollywood and plugged the microphone in. No, yeah, still unplugged. That's how cringe I am. I like to talk into a microphone that's not plugged in. Here we go then, guys. You all know the lyrics. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're down here in the figure room, and it is time for... It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What is that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum-boo. Yeah. Wheel of Fun time, guys. Wheel of Fun down here in the figure room. We're down. I can tell you, actually, the figure room is in the basement. So it's down in the depths. It's not like you know how Grim opens. He goes in his living room. I feel like I know Grim's house now because I've seen quite a few of his videos. You go in through, you know, when you go around Grim's house, yeah, and you go through the front door, and the figure room's like behind the TV. That is not what's happening here. We are down in the basement, in the depths. Although the light just doesn't seem to work down here, but still, doesn't matter. Here we go. Right. The wheel is down there. Boop, 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 boop. So let's spin the wheel round and see what she lands on this time. What treats does the wheel have for us today? Let's have a look. Let's go to spin wheel. And hopefully it works. There we go. Yes! Yes! Damn. I was not ready for that. I was definitely not ready for that. Right. Brilliant. Now, let me tell you, there's a lot of people very, very happy on this stream right now. There are people that absolutely love when it lands on forfeit because it normally ends up in me having to put something out of date into my mouth. There is nothing. We're in a completely different space. I don't have anything like that down here. I really did not expect it to land on forfeit. What's the forfeit? I don't know. I wasn't prepared for the forfeit. I don't know. Okay. I am going to I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to do the one thing I didn't want to have to do. Right. Right. I'm down. Okay. I'm down in the basement. I have no food down here or anything like that. Nothing out of date. I think I'm gonna have to watch an Eva Marie match. It's the forfeit that's been in the back of my mind because I've always been thinking like, right, well, what happens? Like I've ate disgusting things, I've ate out of date things. What can I do that's not along those lines? And I've always thought like, what happens when we get to that point? And I knew it was going to come. I knew it was going to come where I was going to have to do something with an Eva Marie match, and I'm at that point, I think, because I don't have anything here. So I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Just lick the floor. Just lick the floor. That might be better. That might be better. Right. I think I'll do that. Watching an Eva Marie match is boring, dude. I'm the one. I know. I'm the one that would have to watch it. Kiss Eva Marie for the forfeit. She's not around. It's like near 11:30. You've been going for hours, man. Yeah, we have actually. We've been going for like 2 hours 20. Admit you love Eva Marie. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. How are you going to watch it? I don't want to do that. I'm open to ideas here. People saying just spin again, but the problem is, right? If I spin again, then I'm going to have people. I did this the other day. I put on Twitter, shall I spin again? Right? And everyone was like, yeah, spin again. I did it again, landed on forfeit again. It's on the live stream from the other day. Check it out. Listen, I am open to ideas. Don't think I'm not. Kiss the burnt John Cena toy. Is that even a forfeit? Daze, I would watch an Eva Marie match if it makes you feel better. Stop Spife abuse. Cool. Okay, that's not helping either. Daze, spin again. That's your forfeit. How is that a forfeit? How is that a forfeit? Chug salt in your. I don't have salt down here. Watch the Battle Royal on main event. It is cringeworthy. The Battle Royal on main event. Has that got Eva in it? I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? I'm gonna have to do that. Right, guys. I'm gonna go and do that. So there will be a video that comes up on the channel of me watching an Eva Marie match. To make it even worse, I am going to not moan or complain. I'm gonna watch it, and if I can find a compliment, then I will try and find a compliment. Eat a figure. Right. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's end it there, because we could go around in circles for a long time here. Yes, I mean, God, we've been going for like 2 hours, 25, nearly 2.5 hours. That is crazy. If anyone is interested in joining the game, then we will live stream again tomorrow. You can donate tomorrow, and then that will get you entry into the game. Just to clarify, you've got 50 million to spend, and down below are all the wrestlers that you choose from. You can't spend more than 50 million. You can't have more than 5 wrestlers. And then you need to come up with a stable name. So what is your team called? Tell me the wrestlers. And then if you donate $10 or £7, that will get you onto the board behind. And there you can see the people that are ready for July. Those people are ready for what is going to happen come Monday. Monday is the start. So yeah, very excited for that. So we will live stream tomorrow for that. I am going to go off, and I think I'll look for this Battle Royal. If whatever, I'm gonna do that. So I'll put a video up on the channel in a bit about that. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We've had some figure fun, and we'll have some more figure fun tomorrow. Thanks, guys.